Okay, we're rolling. Up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And then down to over to the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. And down to the wrist. Up to the knuckles and across. And we're back at the fingers, index finger and thumb. Middle finger. Ring. And pinky. Index. Middle. Ring. And pinky. And let's toss the ball in the air or bounce it on the floor or do both or dribble. Using different hands. Three, two, one. Drop the ball on the floor. Assess the nature of the feet at this present moment, and then step on the ball in the middle of the foot and press down 3 times. You're right in the middle of the camera there, Alaska. Over to the knuckles, press down once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Bring the ball to the middle of the foot and wiggle the toes. Press the toes into the ball. You're better down here. Raise and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, two, one. Release, reassess. Repeat on the other foot. 3 times in the middle. See how long she lasts here. Up to the knuckles. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Middle of the foot and wiggle the toes. Press the toes into the ball. Raise and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And the scribble. All right. 3, she knew I was coming. 2, 1, release. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess the feet and shake the tree. I forgot to do the wood chops, which we'll do in a second. Three, two, one. Twist at the waist, swing the arms. And center. And let's do some wood chops. We'll go up. You can go only up to the shoulders if you want, and down about 7 times. And then diagonally from one side to the other. And then from the other side. And then we're going to do some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out, gather, starlight. And center. Gather from the other direction. And center. Take some steps forward. And then knee to the opposite elbow, or towards it at least. Flap the opposite heel in the front. And then behind. And then take a cross step with a twist and a punch. And then walk, or march, or jog. So we're gonna do our seated exercises, but we will do some 10, in fact, sit the stands. So you may not want to do squats, but whatever you do, believe what you're doing, be safe. I'm gonna hop. And we could do some Tibetans. after. Gonna get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Ten. 20. And 32 breaths. Interlace the fingers, bring the hands up overhead. Reach up on your toes if you can. Come on back down, bend back if you can. Back to center, drop one hand to the side, bend in that direction. Go the other way. Interlace your hands again. Bring them down to the chest, push out. Come on down, interlace behind your back. Raise the hands up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Come on back down and shrug. Swim. Do a backstroke. And the breaststroke. Then the arms, tap the shoulders. Bring one arm across, press in. And then the other. And first arm behind the back, down and in. And then the other. And then form a W, squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. Release. Squeeze. Release. And squeeze. Release. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. And extend one arm, fingers up, pull back. Fingers down. Flop the wrists, wiggle the fingers, make a fist. Wiggle and fist. Other hand, fingers up. Fingers down. Flop, wiggle, and fist. Come on down and rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Come to center, bring your hand over the top, cup the ear, look up. And tug gently as your chin is up. And then your chin is on your collarbone. Keep tugging. Same thing the other way. Up. And down. And let us grab a stick. We want to put the stick inside the arch of one foot, other foot to the side, bend the knee, slide down, stretch the adductors. Same thing the other way. And come on up. Bring one foot forward, put the stick behind it, slide down the stick, lift the sole of the foot and wiggle. Press the sole of the foot into the stick. And then the other leg, same thing, hamstrings first. And then the sole of the foot. And come back to center. We're doing the Booyah stick routine with flip-flops to start. And then some big circles. Bring it back in a circle. And laterally, one way. And then the other. Bring the stick behind the back in the crook of the elbows and twist at the waist. If you can, lean back, otherwise keep twisting. And come on up, tuck in the chin and peck like a pigeon. Bring the stick up to the shoulders. Twist the body, keep the head and hips facing forward. And then bring the stick up over the head, down below the waist, back up and down if you can. Stop at the shoulders and then push out. And then bring the stick to one side. Hand is at or near the top and swing behind. Other arm. And bring the stick to the middle. Hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two at the top, step back. Scrunch the toes into the ground, feet are about shoulder width apart. Go back onto the fifth metatarsal, hold. And then rock back and forth between the first and fifth with the toes still pushed into the ground. Okay, and that will do that. We'll put the stick down, grab a chair. Getting hot in here. I'm gonna put on the fan. So we're gonna start with some sit to stands. I'm gonna move my arms around. You don't have to. You can keep them where you feel safest or follow me. Ready? Here we go. 1, and come on down in the middle of the chair. Take a breath. Gonna put our hands up in the air. We're gonna come forward about 45 degrees and back with the core engaged. And then we're gonna cross our hands over our chest and tap the back of the chair and come forward. Again, core is engaged. All right. Sit back in a chair. Cross one leg over the other. Rotate the ankle in one direction. And then the other. Point towards and away from the shin with your toes. And then lean or hinge forward from the waist as you push on the knee. Come on up, put that leg down, bring the other leg up. Rotate the ankle. Go the other way. Point towards and away. And lean forward, pushing on the knee. Come on back in the chair again and stomp some grapes. Either both feet at the same time or alternating or doing both. All right, stop, take a breath. Extend the legs and kick. Three, two, one. All right, sit up. Extend the arms and slide from the hips back and forth laterally. And then bring the hands to the middle in prayer position and push. One hand on top of the other, grab the fingers and pull. Reverse the grip and pull. Pop the biceps. Turn sideways in the chair, grab the back of the chair, twist as you look over your back shoulder. And release. Twist. Release. Go the other way. Twist. Release. And twist. And release. And let's do some seated jacks. All right. You can stay seated, or if you want to, if you prefer to stand, go ahead, put the chair off the side. We're gonna do letters, 4 short ones, 1 long one, 4 rounds, 20 breaths all together. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Here we go. And let's stand up, get that chair out of the way, rub those hands together. Cultivate chi. Form chi ball. And center. 2 breaths. Let's open our hearts. Pause on this inhale, exhale, send it out. And center, 2 breaths. Bring down chi. And gather it. And
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome. I just wanted to say, I'm gonna take Monday off. My brother's gonna be in town that day, so I'm on Labor Day, so I'm gonna take Monday off.
So Tuesday.
I'll be back on Tuesday, and I'll send the link out to everybody again. You want to
Happy
do
Labor Day.
a video, okay? Great, thank you. Richard, I'll do some Tibetans. Good, all right. Let me change the camera here. And we'll start with up to 11 spins or twisting at the waist and swinging the arms. Couple of breaths. And then we're going to get down on the ground on our backs. That up a little bit. Okay. In the modified position, the soles of the feet are on the floor, hands are by your side, head, neck, and shoulders come up as the soles come up, and everything goes back down. Regular version, legs are extended and they come up as the head, neck, and shoulders come up. You can put your hands behind the small of your back to protect your lower back if you need to, or behind your head to protect your neck if you need to. Whatever works for you, let's do up to 11. And when you're done, lie back, take 2 breaths. We're gonna get up on our knees. Hands are on the hamstrings or the glutes. You can just rock back on your knees if you can't do back extensions, but if you can bend back, do so and come forward. Up to 11. And when you're done, take 2 breaths. Turn around, sit down. Hands are by your side of your hips or behind you if you need to. Again, you can modify this by putting the soles of the feet on the floor to start. Or have your legs extended. Either way that you do it, we're gonna do an inverted table up to 11 times. And take 2 breaths. Turn around. Hands underneath the shoulders. In the modified version, we go from tabletop to cobra. But if you can, you want to do down dog to up dog, or you can do a combination. Up to 11. Here we go. And come around. Sit down, crossing your legs, however feels right for you this morning. And take 2 breaths. We're going to rotate 6 times one way, 5 times the other. On the last rotation, we're going to stretch out in front, hands out, and do a round box breathing. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Do it on the left side, do it on the right side then. Here we go. You can bend down or sit up to do your rotations. I'm switching directions. And I'm stretching out. Box breath. Box breath left. And box breath right. Sit up, reverse the position of the legs. What was on top goes below, what was in front goes behind. And we're going to start our rotations in the opposite way this time, 6 times that way, 5 times the other. And do 3 rounds of box breathing again. Here we go. Reversing. And stretching out. Box breath. Box breath right. And box breath left. And that's that, something on. Thank you, Richard. Enjoy the long weekend.